Tech Radial vs. the World final round. $50,000. Who's taking it home? Right here from South Georgia Motorsports Park. The underdog, Tim Slavens, fires his twin-turbo Chevy Camaro up on the far side of the racetrack. And here comes the Gap Man. Shadow rolling forwards. What does Billy Stockland have corked up right here for Stevie Fast and the Shadow? Here comes Stevie, the Shadow 2.0. On the right side of the track, and Tim Slavens, Marshfield, Missouri, wants to take all of the money over there back across the border. Stevie says, I'm on one right now. Fresh off a NHRA Pro Mod World Championship and in the final round of the baddest small tire race in all the land. Stevie, the #1 qualifier, the only one to get in the 60s. It's 60 with a 5, I should say. Everybody's been in the 60s all week, but Stevie's been the closest to turning a 59 on the scoreboard. But Tim Slavens, the top speed of the meet on the far side of the racetrack, 218 miles an hour. On Friday evening when we sat around here for a whole day to think about it, what do they have in the final round? You're watching this on the CompetitionPlus.com recap. Thank you for choosing Competition Plus, 20 years in motorsports marketing as of September. So Stevie Fast Jackson, Tim Slavens, who's got it? Pick one and ride right here in the final round of PTC Fuel Tech Radial versus the World. Tim is in the pre-stage beam as the crew guy walks away from the Shadow 2.0. Stevie's pre-staged. Who's going in first? Slavens has not spooled the turbos up yet. Stevie's sitting here. A little bit of burn down. Stevie's inching forward ever so slightly, but Slavens has not turned the turbos up yet. Who's going to go in first right here in Radial versus the World? $50,000. Here comes the turbos for Tim Slavens. Slavens is in. There's Stevie. Stevie is gone. Stevie Fast Jackson, 369, 207, 024 in reaction time. And Stevie Fast Jackson, the Gap Band is singing down the racetrack, 972 60 foot, 251 to half track, and hats off to Phil, Billy, and the gang down there. Radial versus the World, final round right there. Stevie Fast Jackson, 024 reaction time, 369.7, 207 in the underdog. Strikes the tire about 60 foot out, and it was all she wrote. How about that? Hats off to the Killing Time Racing gang, taking the money right down the road to Evans, Georgia. And Stevie does it again right here at South Georgia Motorsports Park. And that'll do it for all the class racing right here at No Mercy 10.
That's right. Hey, go get my grudge race. I'll be right back. Now we got to take all the cheese.
That's right.
Crushed him, man. Crushed him.
That's what they call a gap.
So
Gap.
Tell me about the weekend.
That's right. That's what they call a gap. That's original grudge racing tactics. Man, we had an awesome weekend. Come off trailer, run good. Qualified #1, run good. We're coming off a high from winning in Charlotte with NHRA car and clinching a NHRA championship. When things are rolling like that and they're going good, you want to keep the race car on the track as much as you can. Billy Stockland is killing it in there on the computer. I'm doing a halfway decent job driving, and the rest of my boys are doing a killer job keeping it both together. I want to dedicate this win to Alex Laughlin, who said that I was washed up in radial racing and ain't won nothing with the Shadow in a while. That's what the Screw Charger's supposed to run like.
So was there any point in this weekend you got concerned, or were you in the driver's seat all the way?
I had my foot on their throat when we got here, and I had my foot on their throat when they left. The most fun I had this weekend was in the final where Tim hung me out and had a little staging duel. I'm talking to Billy and the guys on the radio. I was like, oh, thank goodness. Finally, somebody wants to get chippy on the starting line. Love that stuff. It was a good weekend, man. When you qualify #1 and win the race, that's just how it's supposed to work. We've struggled at this race and won this race a lot. It's really hard to win over here. You got 40, 50, 60 cars with awesome people and good budgets running them. I have a lot of respect for these guys. NHRA racing's like a job. When I get to come here and run radial racing, it's like hanging out with my family that I grew up with. It was a good deal. I'm proud of my boys.
What does it mean to seal the deal in NHRA and finally seal the deal over here?
Woo, it's awesome. Hey, October, all good things happen in October. Like, if you're going to outrun me, just pick another month, because if you race me in October, you're probably going to get your butthole blowed out. I don't know if you can say butthole on camera. You can get your rectum blowed out. Billy told me to say that.
Rectum darn near killed him.
Yeah, really. Just remember, if the top ring's free, it needs a degree.
Come back to StevieFast.com. Tomorrow we'll have everything we got here online and ready to sell.